Hey, hey, hey. Welcome for another discussion. Like I told you guys before, now, it was causing so much controversy over what Kevin Samuels had to say. But now we can go back and see, did he have a lot of points that we just didn't hear before? Is it something we can pick up, something we can learn, something we didn't learn? But it's a conversation. It's a conversation. So that's what we're going to have, a conversation. And we're going to hear stuff differently with a new set of ears. And that's how that's going to go. But we're going to get ready to start this show like right now. Without further ado, women should let men use them. That is the title. What does he mean? I don't know. But we're going to find out right now.
Stop pocket watching. EBT hit the super chat. I know that's right. All right, so here's the thing. All joking aside, folks, rarely do I go in that heavily on fragrances, but because I know how much
Hey,
they
Blanchy
change
Pooh.
your the way you look at yourself as a man and the way the world looks at you, the way you look at yourself. And I am starting, and as I get out into the field where the work is real, I am talking to college educated professional women, and I will tell you that modern women um, are losing. They're losing because here's the reality, ladies. Let's talk about your education. I often hear people talk about what Kevin always says that men don't care about your education. We don't care about your education in this regard. We can't use you. Modern women are losing because we can't use you. Pretty much there's one use modern women have for most men, and that's sex. See, before, just like him, but hold on,
Hey,
let me
Spice.
flip the script. Ask the average single woman today if you have to work just as hard, maybe even harder if you want kids with a man, do you want a man? And almost 100% of the time, women will say, well, no, because modern women believe, or have been made to believe, that a man is supposed to make their lives easier.
Mm-hmm.
Modern women have been made to believe that having a man is supposed to make their lives easier or more comfortable so
Mm-hmm.
they can pay their own bills, provide for themselves. What do they need you for? And that is a losing mentality. Let me tell you why it's a losing mentality. Because you're going into relationships with men like this. What do I need you for? So if you went to Spelman, if you went to Georgia Tech, if you went to Alabama, if you went to UPenn, and you have all this other stuff, women today
Mm-hmm.
are not allowing themselves to be used by men. Let's change. You're not allowing yourself to be used by men. And that's why you're losing.
Oh.
Modern women are losing they're losing because you're not being because you're not can't be used.
Wait.
Let's just change it this way. Let men let let's just put it this way. Let's just do it this way. Let men use you. Ladies, women who win allow men to use them. You know they're gonna lose their mind on that one. What do you mean they allow men to use? Yes, we can use you. Feminine, beautiful, and inspirational. We should be able to use you.
Oh,
You are a helpmeet after all. Well,
So when
and
people
here's
say
the
you're a
thing. This is
celebrity,
why I
then
tell
we
men
always
in
say,
general,
well, we
black
think
men in
everybody
particular,
deserves
don't
to be
believe this
celebrated.
crap about
So, but
partners. Women today want you to be able to pay the bills because they feel like if you can't pay their bills, you can't tell them what to do. Well, here's the thing. If you're going to pay some bills, you need to be using her. She needs to be a feminine asset, a feminine tool. You should be able to use everything about this woman to your benefit and to her benefit. You should be able to use her network, her education, her income,
mm.
anything that she possesses should be yours to use and direct for the betterment of the family. And this is the problem. Women today don't want to be used.
Not like that.
Women today are so gosh darn selfish that this is why so many women get angry when you ask, what do you bring to the table? And their answer is, bring to the table. I'm not bringing anything to the table because I'm not going to allow you to use me. That's why that question infuriates women right off the rip.
Mm-mm.
They don't want to be used. They want to use you.
Oh,
You are supposed to make their lives easier. And if you don't give them a life of upper middle class or lower upper class luxury, you don't matter. This is why you hear so many women saying, I can do bad all by myself. Meaning, why should I work hard? Why should I work a 40-hour week job with a husband? Why should I be paying rent with a husband? Why should I be doing any of this stuff? But yet you work harder. Single women work harder than other women because you do everything by yourself. You just don't recognize it until it's too late. But we're going to concern ourselves with the kind of men that are in the top 20% of men who give women options. Men who are in the top 20% of men, I'm a staunch defender of men and average guys, but average guys, I'm going to tell you, you got an uphill battle unless you are an exceptionally good looking, attractive, charismatic, quote unquote, Chad or jawline average dude. You got problems
hmm.
because a woman will have sex with you, but they will not allow you to use them. Women allow themselves to be used by men they respect.
Hmm?
And the sad part today is most women don't have little to no respect for men. This is why you can see women talking about short men. You listen to a woman talk about a man having a preference. Women all day long can have preferences on a man's height. And not only will it be a preference, they'll insult a guy for being too short, but they expect men to choose women of all weight. And I said this, shout out to MTR. He's made a video today that I made a comment on this one video. You know why this thing is so, you know why women today are so worried about men's height?
Why?
Women today are so worried about men's height because they're either overweight or masculine. They're either overweight and or masculine.
Hmm?
These are the women who worry about a man's height.
I don't know about that one.
Because if you're an overweight woman, you need a man that's bigger than you so you can feel small.
No.
Have you ever noticed that women who are fit, trim, and petite
They
don't
got.
really concern themselves with how tall a man is.
I don't know about that.
Not like big girls.
I don't know about that one.
Why is
I
this
don't know about
important?
that one.
Because when women have a preference, they're supposed to have a preference. They don't want to settle. Gentlemen, do not settle for a
I don't know
woman that
about
does
that
not allow
one.
you to use her.
Petite
Think
women
of
with
it this
short
way.
men. I don't know about that
If
one.
being your woman or your wife is a job She needs to approach getting your relationship just like she approaches getting that job. But I want you to think of it this way. Think of all the women, think about the archetypes: the attorney, the marketer, the doctor, the administrator, the creative, the realtor. Y'all remember those? The
Mm.
entrepreneur and the event planner. Think about those eight. Think about the female archetypes. Y'all want them again? Y'all want them again? Y'all want them again? Let's go. The female characters: the attorney, the marketer slash MBA, the realtor, the degree or no degree version, the doctor, PhD slash nurse, the administrator, office manager, HR, the creative, the entrepreneur, the the um the promoter or event planner. Those women are women who most of them have a degree, but you can say they all have some sort of professional. A woman who is on paper, they should be of use to a man. Why would you have a woman who's an attorney who can't be of use to a man? Why would you have a woman who's a marketer who's not of use to a man? Why would you have a woman who's a realtor who's not of use to a man? Why would you have a woman who's a PhD, a doctor, or a nurse or something like that not be of use to a
I
man?
don't know about that.
Why would you have a woman who's an office manager or an
Hold on
administrator
now.
or HR
Hold
not
on,
of use
hold
to a
on,
man?
hold on.
Why would you have one of these creatives that's not of use to a man? An entrepreneur? All these things on paper, and these are the things that women often say they bring to the table. You ask the average woman what they bring to the table, the first thing they're going to say is their education and their income. This is why we don't care, ladies, because we can't use it.
Um, I don't agree with that because usually when a woman has a good job and education and she has a PhD in everything that you just named, if she gets a man, she's going to be usable. She is going to be usable. Even if her income and his income together puts them in a bigger house, she is going to be very useful. And if him or any of his friends or family need to connect, it's good to have a woman that, stands on her own. That's your connect right there. You may need something done. I mean, thank God that your woman has that type of job. But I don't think it's a part about using them. I think that because she will be usable, they in a relationship. They gonna she ain't gonna just keep all her stuff to herself and not gonna share. I mean, some women do that, some men do that, but that's very small compared to the women who's gonna make sure their man is okay, or make sure their household is okay. Or when they have kids, I'm glad we got two incomes. We can raise these kids, send them to college, blah, blah, blah. Let's go.
We can't use it. You bring it and you say, look at it, here it is. But no, 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 no. You can't use that. It's bait and switch is what it is. It's like a little jingle in front of you, but then we'll say you can't use it. Then why should we care? Modern women are losing because you can't use them. If you can't use her, she's losing. Get the likes up, people. We have another 1,000 likes. Okay. 30 seconds. And the chat room goes away. What good is a woman you can't use, ladies? Ladies, if a man can't use you, what good are you? If you're not a feminine asset, you are of no use to a man.
Mm.
If you're not a feminine asset, you're of no use to a man. Why? Because it is just like having a car, a sports car, with no engine in it. It looks good. It's useless. A sports car on four flats, it's useless. If a man cannot use you, you are useless to us.
Mm.
Why is this so hard to understand?
Forget about the
Why
cooking
do
and
modern
cleaning.
women want to be used by men? Because they don't trust you.
Mm.
They have been told that you are the enemy. They have been told that you as a man are the source of all things bad. I was listening to a playback of, remember when K Michelle was talking about how she said that in her opinion she believes that men are bad people. Yeah, just about a year or so ago, and when asked about this, she said, "Well, I'm the woman that other women come and pour their heart out to. I've heard some of the worst stories from women about the way men treat women. But see, over here, we don't just believe what people say; we question what they say. And over here, we find out more often than not, there's more to the story." But if you automatically go under the umbrella of
Mm-hmm.
men are bad people, men are to be looked out for, you can't trust them, they're going to hurt you, abuse you, or whatever, whatever. Why are you going to go into any interaction with mankind in an open way? By definition, if you can't be used, you're not feminine. Feminine women are useful women. Masculine women are not useful. Masculine women are competitors. This is why when you sit around and deal with a masculine woman, you feel drained. It's because you're actually in conflict with these women. Well, hold on. I know there are going to be plenty of women out there saying that's fine and dandy, Kevin, but I can't put my guard down or whatever because I got to pay bills, such and so forth. Here's the answer. Fabian, I told you this. Ladies, here's the solution. Here's the solution. You already got your education. You're already out here working. You feel like you're too far down the path. Here is the solution. Here is the solution to be of use to a man. Here's the solution to be of use to men. Here's the solution to show men with your actions that you are serious about becoming and maintaining your femininity as a woman and becoming a wife, mother, and useful to men. Here's the solution. You ready, ladies? You ready? Decrease your standard of living to average. Oh, shit. Decrease your standard of living. Think about it. What do you mean decrease your standard of living? Yes, decrease your standard of living to average. Decrease your standard of living to average to where you are, if you're making $60,000, $70,000 a year, fine. Decrease your standard of living down to 40,000. This is a suggestion I make to women all the time. Stop living at your income. Start living at your sexual marketplace value. Oh, but no. That is intolerable for a lot of women. That is intolerable for a lot of women. Why? Why is it intolerable for a lot of women? Because in places they don't want to admit, they like the power and freedom. Women like the feeling of being able to go to La Colonial, to Mastro's, to Ruth Chris, to whatever. They don't mind being in debt because they honestly think that they are the special snowflake that everything's going to just work out for. They don't have to plan. It'll just work. And ladies, it won't unless you are planning to get with a man. Now, I've already been posting it out there. And we talked about this all a minute. I posted the Chris Rock up and it said, A man is only as faithful as his options. And I said, basically, successful men cheat. Let me say this, guys. Let me say this to the men who keep deciding to jump in and wear and pull your cape out. Shut up. If you're a guy who don't agree with it, if you're a guy that don't cheat, just shut up. Because other men don't want to hear you saying, I don't do that. It ain't about you, homeboy. It's about getting women to understand that it is better for them to accept men as we are, whether men choose to cheat or not.
Mm.
Stop always jumping on posts and shit, trying to be counter for Scooby goddamn snacks. Well, it all depends on your morals in this. I don't cheat. Shut up. You're not helping. It is far more helpful if women today had the mindset of women 50, 70, 100 years ago. Boys will be boys. It's just something guys do.
Mm-mm.
As long as it doesn't cause any problems.
Mm-mm.
We're going to have this duped out, guys,
Mm-mm.
one day. But I would tell you over here, if you're not helping level set women, if you're providing well known ladies, such and so forth, it sounds like you're dirty macking as far as we're concerned. If you don't cheat, so what? I don't cheat. But I'm still going to tell women that men are basically as faithful as their options because, in my opinion, it is far better for women to understand male nature. It's a possibility and make peace with it versus trying to control men. That's one of the problems. Men today are so tired of having everything that it is to be a man be bad. Toxic masculinity. You think about sex and you listen that men are tired of being told that we're bad to the point to where now they're hell with it. Ladies, if you don't want a man to cheat, get a woman. Buy a dog, die alone. Well, I'll get an average man. So what? We know how that goes. We know how that goes. All right. Well, I told you guys to get the likes up. Why is this important? Because if we're going to be honest, I'm going to tell you the kind of caliber of men that I know and I talk about and I refer to are really disgusted that they can't have women today that understand how much better we could do if you let us use you. But it's going to have to be a choice. Women today, this is why I hear all these college educated women, especially black women. Let me lower my tone. Let me lower my tone. Let me lower my tone and let's get into this. All right. let me do this. All right. Let me lower the tone. All right. Black women. College educated black women. It is far better
Hello,
if you would
Corbin.
allow
Welcome.
yourself to be used by us. Your degree in marketing, your connections in the neighborhood, everything that you have, we could take it and do wonderful things with it, and you would share in everything. We would do more with it than you could ever possibly imagine. And this is what other groups of women understand. They allow themselves to be used by their men, and that's their upfront investment. And they have enough trust and faith in their men, that their men are going to be to do something valuable with it. If you don't trust the average black man, then go get a non-black man, because we require that from you as women. We require using you. Think about it. If you're an entrepreneur, if you own a business, you know how to do everything for yourself. But there is one thing: you cannot grow a one person business. In order to be as successful as possible, you must scale. And in order to scale, you have to bring on personnel. And this is the problem most people have. They would rather make $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 with no employees than make a half a million with employees, because they don't want to deal with people. Now we're going somewhere. If you want to become as successful as possible, you're going to have to learn how to work with people. And that's us. You ladies can work with one another pretty good, but you cannot work with us. And we are not going to continue to ask you to let us use you. We will find another woman. And you can ladies can say what you like, that, oh well, he wasn't for me, or this or that. I know the truth. Every I sit down and talk to you every day. And the truth is, it bothers you. It bothers you being single, educated, smart, accomplished, alone in your 30s. It bothers you. It I every day I hear you. If I had my camera on, every day I am talking to women 29 to 45 years old who are really looking at life saying, on paper, my life should be incredible. I look good, I smell good, I'm in good shape. I went to this school, I did this, and but I am chronically alone. It's because femininity, by its very nature, is useful to men. Let's get into the next part of it. Turn off the music. If you have a bunch of men in your friend zone and you are single as French toast,
Mm.
you are not feminine.
What?
Why?
Why?
Because you are basically. Hold on.
Go back to the boy
Think about
thing.
all the women I'm describing. In Atlanta, this is all over the place in Atlanta.
Oh well.
College educated professional women who are unmarried, connected, and got so many men in their friend zone. Your husband is in your friend zone because you're not picking men based upon connection. You're picking men based upon chemistry.
Maybe.
And in this regard, I'm going to be as pragmatic as possible. I say dating is dumb and you need to start picking people based upon the numbers. But, especially in our culture, in our community, the women have been told, convinced, that Jesus or God will send them the right man, and they just got to hold out. No. Your husband is likely 7 to 15 years older than you.
Mm-mm.
shorter than you,
Mm-mm.
less attractive than you,
Mm-mm.
but everything you need. Women in your 20s, if you're between the age of 23 and 27, ladies, your husbands are probably about 40 years old.
Uh-oh.
If you're 25, your husband is likely 40.
Mm.
Ooh, I know I just ran into that. Oh, they're about to get mad at me. What? Yeah, 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 yeah. If you're not of childbearing age, if you're over 35, then you can actually get with somebody closer to your years. Let's open the call. Let's open the call line though. Why are women so afraid of why are you ladies today so afraid of letting a man use you? Why don't you ladies want to let a man use you? I switched to the members only chat room because I let you guys do what you're gonna do. First off, no. We're gonna need at least 30 more people to hit that super chat because I appreciate the big donations, but when people put big donations in there, what a lot of folks do is they think, oh, everybody else has got it. No, put $2 in there, put $5 in there, ladies, because believe it or not, I'm trying to help you guys out, and these focus groups don't pay for themselves. Let's get it, friends. Modern women, you need to you need to get rid of all well, Kevin, you said my husband is in my friend zone. True. And you need to get rid of all your friend zone. Modern women, here's the reason here's the reason so many of you can't find a man. Because you're not thirsty.
Oh, you got that
You're
right.
not hungry enough. You're not
Mm-mm.
desperate enough because
Mm-mm.
you got female
Mm-mm.
friends, you got money, and you
Mm-hmm.
got male friends in your friend zone. There's no lack. You got enough men to call and talk to.
Mm-hmm.
You got enough dudes who are willing to sit there and play the role.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like necessity is the mother of invention. You can't find what you already got. So, what do you mean? Yes. How many times have I told women?
Wait.
Put yourself in a thirsty state.
Mm.
Cut off all your friends in your friend
No,
zone.
no, no.
Dump your social media. Meaning, unless you are actually a business owner, unless you are actually a business owner, and you need social media for business, get rid of it. Get rid of TikTok.
Mm.
Get rid of Instagram in particular. Get rid of Facebook.
Mm-mm.
If you're a business owner, you need one social media, LinkedIn. And that, in my opinion, should be run by a social media manager. Meaning, you should have nothing except your business and your in-person life. When men are hitting you up, texting you up, hey big head, hey how you doing? Cut them off. Appreciate it. Loved you in college. See you at the reunion. Put yourself in a deficit, ladies.
Mm-mm.
I know a lot of women will be like, "Oh, that's crazy. I'm not doing it." Of course you're not.
Mm-mm.
Of course not.
Mm.
Because you don't want to feel that emptiness.
Recording in progress.
Get rid of your social media. Give up your pet.
Oh,
Take your
shit.
pet to the animal shelter.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you got that right.
Yes. Strip your life down.
Shit.
What, Kevin? You're telling me to decrease my standard of living to around middle class. Yes. Then you want me to give up all social media except LinkedIn. Yes. Then you want me to get rid of all my male friends. Yes. Uh, what? 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 Then what am I supposed to do? The same thing we did in 1990. The same thing we did before 19 mother flipping 90. Get out of the house. Go out. Make yourself available. Stop going out with your girlfriends everywhere. Oh man. Kevin, you tripping. Yep. But what I ain't is wrong. Can you imagine the difference? And I want you guys to imagine the difference you would see in
Your
a
cat
woman
is your son.
who
That's
does
not.
not have a pet at home,
And
no dog.
yes, yes.
Can you imagine the difference you'd have in a woman that has no pet at home, no dog, no cat, no mouse, no bird, none of that, right? Can you imagine the difference you would see in a woman that has no pet at home,
Uh
no social media?
uh.
So she'd be sitting there checking her phone every 15 freaking minutes, every 5 minutes, looking for that endorphin hit.
Uh huh.
Right. You'd actually be present in life. Can you imagine what that would look like?
Mm-mm.
Can any of you guys imagine what this would look like?
But my dog loves everybody.
Ladies, ladies, should women uh, drop all social media and apps? Should women drop all social media and apps? Put a
No,
poll up.
no.
I'm gonna be honest.
It
I
depends
don't
on.
date women who have social media.
Oh.
I don't. And I
Mm.
love when women are like, "Oh, that seems so controlling and this and that." I don't give a shit what it seems like. And I don't date women who have social media. Well, and I mean, also let me caveat: unless it's for business, and I am very specific about this. If you have social media, there have been women who I've been interested in who've had social media, and I don't, nope, not going to get into it. I've had women who haven't had social media, but got a lot of male friends. Won't take that either. Look, it's a choice. And there are plenty of women that are like, well, damn, that seems kind of controlling. No, not really. Just a preference.
That's a preference.
You guys got to get on camera if you in the Zoom room. If you don't want to be on YouTube, that's cool, but you got to get on camera initially. I got to see you on camera before I let you on the show. Why is this important? Because, ladies, a man costs.
Oh.
It is a high time that you ladies know. If you don't start, nope. You want to keep your privacy, then you got to go. I don't. You will keep your privacy, but I must see you first. You don't have to be on YouTube, but I got to see and verify who I'm speaking to. That's the deal. All right. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Hello. Hello, how are you? Good. How old are you? 25? All right. So what do you got for me?
It's just being complicated just because I'm trying to be, a feminine woman, and I'm just trying also to figure out what is masculine man. So I don't know if it's in the topic, but if you can give me some insight of how a
Well,
man should be.
first off, you said you're 25.
Yeah.
You've been with somebody for 5 years.
Yes.
You have any children?
No.
And what state are you in?
State. California.
Um, how old is he?
32.
Okay. So,
32.
well, first of all, why are you with somebody for this long and you're not married?
We are engaged
Why are you with somebody this long and you're not married?
because we had financial situations and it was never really the time, and we are waiting for the perfect
There's no,
financial situation.
ma'am. Okay. Okay. It costs less than $100 to marry somebody.
Yeah, that's true. So you think that that should be a requirement? So that's what you're saying?
Mm.
Well, what I do know is this: when a man wants to marry a woman, he does. And if you're with somebody for 5 years and y'all can't scrape together the money to get married, y'all don't need to be together.
Well, okay.
Ma'am, if you're dealing with a man who cannot scrape up enough money to put a Cracker Jack ring on your finger and make a 5 year relation, okay, is your father in your life?
Not really, because
No.
I'm not
Do you
from. Okay.
do you think a father would allow his daughter? Do you think a father who raised his daughter would allow her to be with a man for 5 years and not make a formal commitment to her?
Right, but um, he made a lot of sacrifices um
Okay.
in his life, and
Okay. Well, ma'am, you asked me. So
okay.
when women in your position, I don't feel sympathy for you because you know the truth, you know the answer, and it's like, well, what do you want me to tell you?
Mm.
That what you're doing is okay? No,
Right.
no.
Yeah, I understand. I guess that will be the position of my dad. And
Well, that would be the position of any man. That would be the position of any man that cares about his daughter. But apparently, sounds like you're dating a guy. What does he do for a living?
he works in IT, and he makes pretty good money.
Okay, then he just doesn't want to marry you.
Mm-mm-mm. She set herself up for that one.
Right. I mean, that's pretty tough to say it like that, but I can
Okay.
understand.
I said, why haven't you got married? And you gave me some song and dance about money. Did he go to college?
Yes. No, didn't finish though.
Okay, ma'am. How much money is he making a year?
Um, about 70.
Ma'am, get off my phone.
Yeah. Oh,
All it
God.
takes is yeah, people can get married with less
Oh,
than
God.
that. See, that's the thing. Women want to believe the fantasy. Then what do you want from the world? Waste your youth, waste 5 more years of your life with a guy who doesn't want to be with you, and then when he dumps you, you can say men are shit. And the world allows you guys to do this. $70,000 is almost twice what the American family makes. Did you finish high school?
You done scared her off the phone.
That's what I thought.
Excuse me?
Did you finish high school?
June.
Okay. Well, I don't know what else to tell you, man, because it's not a masculine. This is not a masculinity thing. But I'm for the audience. This is why I tell you the audience often. You got to understand when women say stuff about men, you got to really question a woman who's been in a long-term relationship with no end goal in sight. That's why I don't believe what most women say, because I know women when they decide to be with somebody, they'll make a bunch of concessions for
Hmm. Yeah, you might be right.
them. No, no, right. So this is why, guys, understand something. If a woman wants to, I want you men to start being ruthless. I'm gonna be honest, gentlemen. I want you to start being freaking ruthless in the dating market. Take
Ruthless.
no prisoners.
Mm,
When you listen to a woman tell you a sob story, assume she's lying to you
mm.
because inevitably she likely is,
Oh
or
wow.
she's not being 100% honest. How about that? And
Oh.
you need to be ruthless because at the end of the day, you take the responsibility when shit doesn't work. When things don't work, they go out and blame you. So if you are ruthless, you being ruthless will give you several benefits. One, it will turn off masculine women. Being ruthless is a turnoff to masculine women. They can't stand ruthless men.
Mm-mm.
It's a turnoff to masculine women, and it's also chameleon detecting. It's
Oh.
chameleon radar. Because so many chameleons out here can play the game, know the buzzwords, but they cannot stand being around men who are ruthless because eventually they're like, he's going to find out, he's going to find out, he's going to find out. I need to see who you are before I mute you. Feminine women don't have a problem with ruthless men. Matter of fact, feminine women love ruthless men.
Hmm? I don't know about that one.
Feminine women love ruthless men. Why? Because if you're ruthless, feminine women look at that as security. Masculine women are repulsed by ruthless men. They look at it as toxicity and all the other things. And this is a good thing. Start being ruthless. This is why the beautiful thing about being direct. And one of the things that when I was growing up, I was told to be indirect. And when I would be indirect with women, I'd get bad outcomes. When I was direct with them, I'd get different outcomes. And when I finally stopped toggling back and forth, life became so much better. Any woman who's met me in the real world will tell you, this is what you get. Any man that's met me, this is what it is. But people at least know where they stand. Ruthless does not mean you're just callous. Ruthless does not even mean you're not empathetic. Ruthless just means you get right to the point.
Mm.
You don't like this, the woman who just called, you don't do that song and dance and what's the femininity? What the hell does femininity and masculinity have to do with anything? 5 years into a relationship, you're 25, and you're with somebody from, think about it. In 5 years, she'll be talking about, I dated a skyscraper.
Hmm.
It said ladies only. If you're a man in my chat room, why are you here? If you're a woman this is why when I meet women who are in 3 years, 4 years, 7 years, 10-year relationships, I have no sympathy for women who end up in relationships like that that don't work. Let's get to it. If you run into a woman that's been in a relationship over 18 months, think about how stupid you have to be a woman. An educated, intelligent, smart woman to be in a relationship for 2+ years and not get married, there's something wrong with that woman.
Mm.
Gentlemen, this is why I say you got to start being ruthless. You'll be ruthless on a woman's weight. You'll be ruthless on her children, but you better be ruthless on her relationship history. Why is that important? Because it is far better for you as a man to date fewer women and date only quality. I want you to start dating women who are petite fillets and stop trying to deal with women who are fucking Waffle House T-bone steaks. Waffle House T-bones. Think about it. You go to Waffle House and get some fucking steak and eggs, right? Is the steak at Waffle House the same as the steak at I like Nick and Sam's or Bob Davis or Del Frisco or Three Forks or even Mastro's. I don't care. Ruth Chris is one name everybody knows, but
Royce has a
Steak
meaning,
48.
and Rufus doesn't mean
Start
that.
getting women who are petite fillets. Less is more. Pure quality women minus the fantasy. Thank you. All right. If you want to come in, ladies, here's the only thing. If you don't want to be on YouTube, you don't have to be. But let's get into this another thing. Ladies, if you're under 35, you got to be prepared to ditch it all. You got to dump your single friends. You got to dump your Instagram. You got to dump your TikTok. Just get to the basics. You got to get in the gym. You got to get out in life.
Mm.
You got to dump the pet.
Mm-mm.
And I'm going to tell you right now, when you put yourself in one of these positions, you'll start being anti-F-boy. You'll have an anti-F-boy repellent because you'll start moving through the world like a woman who is really serious about getting to the next level. Because a woman who does all this, she won't have a problem in telling a guy, I only date with the intention of being married. I only date with the intention of being married. I only deal with this. I only deal with that. See, one of the big problems today is when a woman likes a man, they'll start making concessions. Start picking men with your eyes closed. Gentlemen, start picking women. Oh, this is going to sound weird. So, pause. From the streets, I'm a bitch from the streets. I get the money. I get the money. Start picking women with the feeling you had listening to that. Think about how you felt listening to that. Think about how you felt listening to this. From the streets, I'm a bitch from the streets. I get the money. Think about how you felt listening to that and do the opposite. Think about how you would feel with this woman and pick something that's the other way. I know it's weird because I often don't tell guys just deal with your feelings, but guys, you do need to understand your feelings a little bit. So, pick a woman that makes you feel peaceful. Let me see. This dude right here. Hey, Karen. Let me do something real quick. I gotta do something real quick. Just a second. All right. So let's go ahead because he keep popping in like a dude. Karen, unmute yourself. Hey, how are you? Do you have on headphones? Okay. You need to adjust your volume a little bit. All right, let's do this. How old are you? I'll try to turn it up. But how old are you? Say again. Take off your headphones. How old are you? 37. I'm assuming you said yes. All right. I'm still having a hard time with your audio. So what do you got for me? What's the question?
Alright, so I just need a quickly answer my question I really see
Okay, you're gonna have to come back in. Your audio is really not good. I'm gonna put you back in on. Here's the question. Type it here. There you go. Respond to that. So while she's doing that, gentlemen, think about it. If you gave a woman, let's say the town had on a date it was $450. Women shouldn't talk about violence or money because if women had to actually start spending money like we do, they'd understand it. So my point is, women don't allow a man to. You don't allow a man to use you, Miss Karen. Try to put your headphones back on. Maybe it'll be better. Unless you're telling me you allow a man to use your credit cards, your social security number. He had access to your bank accounts. Unless those kinds of stuff. Most of them talk about having their feelings used. Hello.
Hi, is it better now?
That's a little bit better. So when you're talking about having women won't allow men to use them because of a man using a woman and then being left, what are you referring to?
So I mean, for example, if you meet a guy in the early stages as a woman and then you allow him to use your resources, your brain, your skills, you guys start to build a life together for 2.5 years as an example, and then after that you leave, get married without man.
Huh?
Boy, I don't know where you are, but you need a new headphones and wherever. Have you allowed a man to use anything of yours?
Yes, I have
How long?
4 years. That was my longest relationship.
1 year?
Four.
4 years. Okay. First of all, that is you're in less than probably less than 10% of women do what you're talking about. Number one, because most of them can't keep a relationship longer than two. I'm gonna ask you, why weren't you married to the guy?
To be honest with you, I felt that he got too comfortable with letting me be the main provider in the relationship. So he kind of felt on his ambition.
Oh,
He
okay.
wasn't focusing on his purpose.
Yeah, she's got really bad audio. She's got some headset. She's talking directly to the. So what do you got for me on the topic? What are we talking about? Why don't women like men let men use them?
I believe that the women actually are too selfish nowadays. I believe that women today they prioritize their own selfish, selfish reasons, and they don't have enough room to let a man to how to they don't let enough room for men to um, take charge of their main stuff and actually really recognize other activities that they like.
Oh, hold on, hold on. You got on headphones too. You have on headphones or you hold on. What? Ooh, audio. Yeah. So what I need you guys to do is when you come in here, try not to be on your headphones. Have end of sentence. Either you get married or you get gone. But but he doesn't want to marry you. He doesn't want to marry you. He doesn't want to marry you because if a man wants to marry you, he's going to marry you. No man who wants to marry a woman says, "I'll marry you after we get a house." That's not how that works. This is why I say, ladies, let me go ahead and end this because it may get too personal. I mean, let a lot of you ladies need to detox. You need to go cold turkey. You need to get rid of all these fucked up, stupid relationships where you with somebody who you've been with for over a year plus, and you got all these. Well, we get married after we buy a house, or we get married after college, and this and that. No, you're supposed to get married and still live life. You remember that one woman? I wanted to wait until I completed school to get my no dumb shit, dumb shit. Cup cold turkey, social media, friends, pets, stupid relationships.
Mm.
Sit down, clear out the clutter, get some therapy, get your head together, and then get back out here and put yourself in a position to only deal with the kind of men who are looking for the kind of outcomes you want, provided you can deliver on what he's looking for.
Tell that man to cut
But you
all
guys
that
know
out.
what it is. So many women sit there and pick women based upon feelings. I
Tell,
like him. I like his sex. I like this. I like that. And then you turn around and say, well, they used us up. Why are you letting somebody use you for years? And if a man did the same thing, you'd say, oh, well, that was on him. All right. So, why is this important? Why is this important? The knowing that women don't like. Here's the thing. Why I say she should be ruthless, gentlemen. You can have a woman who has an active network who leads a boring life. But today, women's lives are filled with so much foolish shit. They're going out here in Atlanta. I'm out all the time, right? And I tell you, every night I see single women out drinking, eating appetizers, drinking at the bar, getting sloshed. I'm like, you're doing this 2 or 3 times a week, single, drinking. I'm like, why? Y'all know how much women are drinking today
uh-uh.
during the week? Oh, I'll have the penny alla vodka and a glass of red wine. I watch how much women drink. I'm telling you right now, I watch how much women drink. And you know what a big turn off for me is? Women who drink a lot. I'm gonna tell you, ladies, you know how many of you are fucking up because you drink too much? You go on a date with a woman, you go out with somebody, you go out someplace, and the drinks are more than the meal. I'm like, you are done. Ooh. Hey, free. Did I just tell her something on her? You know how many of you chicks are getting yourself canceled? I'll just have the chicken and got 3 glasses of wine. That's $60. Boy. Alcoholic. I mean, just drink. I'm like, wow. Ladies, stop drinking. Uh-oh, but most of you gotta drink because your social skills fucking suck. So the only way you can feel comfortable and loose is when you halfway drunk. And the dude is sitting there looking like, okay. And then you wonder why you don't get a call back another date. Uh, the bill was half your liquor. Sloshed. Sloshed, dude. Simply sloshed. Now they're getting mad. Hermesia, I'm telling you, sloshed up, just like, and they don't even notice it. I'm like, wow. Now here's the thing: it would be different if you was in a relationship and you had a few glasses of wine because I get to go work that out of you later on. But you know how many women sit around? I'm telling you, ladies, it is a huge fucking turn off for you to go 2-3 drinks on a date. We talk about y'all like y'all crazy. Master Pro, meal $20, drinks 140. That, you know how many women I've gone out with on a date, and I'm just sitting back. I don't say that. I'm just like, yeah, I'll have the lamb chops or whatever. And they'll get a little something. They want to get the appetizer. I'll have a glass of wine or something. So I'm like, okay, one glass is cool. You get one drink. You order 2 drinks. I'm like, 2 drinks on a date? You do realize ordering a second glass of second drink means you won't be. But they don't. I'm just sitting there looking at them like, thank you for Xing yourself out.
Damn.
And then they mess around and order the third one. You just like, dodge the bullet. And they just sit there drinking and talking like, I'm like, wah, 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 wah. Ladies, thank you. To all you over drinking chicks, I want to say thank you from the men. You saved every last one of these thorough dudes some trouble. Because you don't have enough good goddamn sense to know that you only get to get fucked up once you fucking.
Damn.
If you haven't had sex with a man, you don't get to get drunk with a man. What the hell is your problem? John calling me and sheep or whatever. Hello.
Hey,
How old are you?
I'm 41, man.
All right, what you got for me on this?
It's crazy you bring it up. I was just in Atlanta like a month ago. Took a young lady out. I swear to God, took her out. We went to the lounge. 11:45, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I had maybe 2 drinks. I was like, man, I ain't gonna get like that.
Right.
I ordered the first time, and she got wasted, man. I ain't even touched her. I ain't talked to her since.
Y'all thought I was, and here's the funny thing. What did that tell you about this woman?
I know what it told me about me. I'm not gonna get caught up in any type of thing. You wake up the next day and you like, what happened and everything like that. I got too much going for me. That was it, bro.
Smart. Ladies, a man with something on the ball ain't gonna touch you when you're under the influence, because the first time we have sex, you must be able to give consent. Uninebriated consent. You don't get to get drunk with a man until you having sex with him. So appreciate you calling and co-sign on that, man, because a lot of women think I'm tripping, and I've heard this from so many dudes, especially in Atlanta, boy, they get turned. All right, man, appreciate it. Thank you. Ladies, I'm not kidding. Women getting drunk on dates is, I thought I was bugging when I first started seeing it, right? I thought I was bugging. Like, because, I don't drink, and it's not because I got a thing against drinking. It's just,
You drink.
I went through a phase where alcohol would almost give me a migraine. I was like, maybe I was developing an alcohol allergy, but I started liking the fact that I didn't wake up with hangovers, and I like my bill because I like to drink well. So I'm like, okay, if I'm going to order this, and my liquor would often cost as much as a meal, so I'm like, no drunk driving and all this other kind of stuff. I'm like, cool. So I don't have a problem with people drinking, and a glass of wine is cool. But ladies, you get one drink.
One drink.
A glass of wine is acceptable. Anything over than that, you are almost canceling yourself on any further dates.
Okay.
And women think we're in here just, and that ain't about being cheap. That's about a lot of sense. Nobody gonna risk going to jail doing no craziness like this. Anthony,
Hey
hello?
Kevin, again, nice to meet you finally.
Good. How old are you?
I'm 28.
All right, what do you got on the topic?
So for me, I was just saying the same thing. So I mean, it's one thing about the drinking thing, but like I just came out of a relationship 3 weeks ago. My ex is a singer. She was more traditional in that kind of idea of like the men paying the first. That's why I was like, after a while, like, yeah, we gotta like you gotta treat me as well after like a few months into the relationship because she was used to the guys always paying for her.
How
And
long you
then
got together?
9.5 months, and so and it ended because of obviously for us it was just values, both Christians,
All right.
but she couldn't. She's a singer, so she's touring. You
Oh,
know, and
yeah.
yeah, I was like,
You save yourself a headache. Look, man, those
yeah,
creatives.
I need Sundays. I said I needed Sundays off, but she said that even though she's a Christian, that Sundays are not a priority for her. So
Well, unfortunately, I mean this. Hold on. If a woman cannot be of you, if you can't use a woman, if a woman wants to tell you that we should value, here's the thing, ladies. If you want to tell men that we need to value what you bring to the table, we need to value your values, your education, your this and that. We'll value it only if we can use it. Actually, it's insulting for, let me speak for myself. I find it insulting that you have all of that and we're involved and I can't use it. Well, actually, I won't be involved with you if I can't use it. If I can't use what you bring to the table, I ain't got no use for you. Yeah.
He said, I ain't got no use for you. I ain't got no use for you. Well, baby, we will have to use each other. We will have to use each other. But either way, guys, if you like the content, you want to say yes or no. I mean, should it go both ways? These women to be usable, but not they can't use. I can't use you back. Can't use me back, but I'm gonna eat off you though. I don't know. You guys leave a comment down there. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Until next time, I'm out of here. Peace.